now, and they're set for the Crown Perth Handicap. Ready, off and racing. Away with them well today is Stella Vista, but the first to actually get going, Never Sober. Forever Dreaming also bounced out of the gates very quickly. Coming across from the outside is Great Fortune. It'll park right over the pace. Going up there, pulling quite hard, George Gently. Stella Vista down in the inside is fifth early on. Amber Gate Rose in the middle of those. A length and a half, Blazing Tycoon, Tenacious Reward. And 3 lengths away at the tail of the field is the rank outsider, So Schmick. Well, Great Fortune, the grey, pressed on here and took over at the 850 and led by a length on Forever Dreaming. Over on the inside, Never Sober, just inclined to do it over racing a little, followed then by George Gently, who's out 3 deep. Amber Gate Rose in the middle. The favourite is hemmed away on the inside, Stella Vista. Outside of it, Blazing Tycoon. So it's going to need a bit of luck, this favourite, coming towards the turn. Followed further back, Tenacious Reward. Forget about So Schmick. A long last with 400 left to go, though, and Great Fortune high-tailing to the corner. It's Great Fortune by a length on Forever Dreaming. Never Sober with the inside runner. Now getting right up on the rails, Stella Vista. Found that gap, starts to pick up ground. Great Fortune's the leader from Forever Dreaming. Stella Vista getting around heels down the outside. Blazing Tycoon and Forever Dreaming hits the front now. Forever Dreaming, here comes Stella Vista and Blazing Tycoon. Stella Vista's going to nail them though. And Stella Vista, brilliant ride to get home. Stella Vista beat Forever Dreaming, Blazing Tycoon. In behind those, next of all, when they'd pulled up, Tenacious Reward, Amber Gate Rose, Never Sober, Great Fortune weakened. So did George Gently back in the field, and always towards the tail, So Schmick. Terrific ride by Holly Watson. Stella Vista. Star Witness mare gets home. Forever Dreaming got a break. Turner looking for his third. Watson, though, was going to really have to produce a calculated ride in that last 600. And she had the right horse underneath of her to be able to pull off a terrific performance together to win the last event of the day. Stella Vista, the favourite, saluting over 4 Forever Dreaming and 2 Blazing Tycoon third. Fourth is number 9 Tenacious Reward in 123.88. 123.88 and a short neck, a long neck, those margins. Awfully unlucky last time out there, Stella Vista. Today, though, she broke with them, but she got back, and she continued to get back in the field. And Blazing Tycoon camped on her outside. Watson went the rails, saw there was an opening, and then just started to allow Stella Vista to roll off instinctively around the backs of the Great Fortune, Forever Dreaming. And under heavy pressure late, the mare found under the vigour of Watson to win it for Simon Miller. And that caps a very good day for his stable. Owned by Desi Carville, BJ McGugan, P. Conway, Mrs. S.J. Conway, and Mrs. C. Devonish, J. Vingerhoats, Mrs. C. Devlin, Mrs. D.M. Williams, R.J. Debussy, Mrs. C.M. Debussy, Chris Chalwell, Neil Pinner, and that's a 5th win from 18, Stella Vista. Number 4, Forever Dreaming by Snippet Sun from Absolute Cracker. Second home for Colin Webster, Troy Turner the rider. And a good day for Troy with a double and multiple placings. Blazing Tycoons by Written Tycoon out of Blessed, William Luthwaite, Jordan Turner weighing in there in 3rd placing. To the last on the card, wrapping up our Supremacy Stakes Day coverage, and we saw a terrific ride by one of our young guns in the saddle in Holly Watson. Delivers a beauty. As Simon Miller makes his way in now, it ends a great day here for the big fellow, and almost John Wayne-esque. He swaggers into the winner's enclosure to greet Brittany Taylor after the victory of the favourite in the last.
The number 1 supporter.
Oh, and some very, very happy connections as well, who are so proud of their Stella as they come in to greet their mare. Isn't it lovely when you come into the mounting yard and you're greeted by such happy owners?
Yeah, Di's a ripper. Like this filly, Britt, to be fair, I've been in and out of love with her that many times. She's driven me to drink, and then I celebrate and commiserate, and she's just so hard from the get-go. And this time in, her attitude's been excellent. She's been sound. She's enjoying life. I think probably the other key is just keeping her happy. And that ride just typifies where Holly's at right now. She's been riding unbelievably good for so long, and Hence the reason I put her on prospector's pick. Things didn't go our way, and he's probably pull up Shintel, but she deserves those better rides because that's where she's at. And kept her cool, just waited, didn't panic, didn't try and make something happen, just let it unfold. And that's the ride of a senior, and that's where she's at. So as much as I'm over the moon for this horse to win today, so proud of Holly. That's where she's at.
When you look at that, particularly with the head-on, the inside run looked like it was there, and all of a sudden Great Fortune rolls back in. What were your thoughts in those moments?
I was pretty cool because I knew she'd be cool. She's got an unbelievable brain just to let it unfold, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So I was actually enjoying the ride, and pardon the pun, but I was enjoying the ride, just sitting there going, well, I believe in you, and I know you'll get this right. So even when she waited, got the inside, then wheeled out, I was like, well, that's where you're at. She's so confident in her own ability at the moment. She's making the right calls, so that's her win.
And not just that, I can just overhear her behind us just speaking to connections, but that professionalism, and I heard her just say, well, she jumped away well, and that's something that couldn't be said last start for poor Paddy Carberry when she went down on her nose. Wasn't that an unbelievable effort to pick herself back up?
Yeah, it was amazing. So Paddy had already ridden a winner early in the day for us, and he came back in, he said, that's two winners I've ridden today, and the owners obviously didn't jerry to what had happened at the start, and they said, what do you mean? I said, oh, he's lucky to come back.
Incredible how she picked herself up, and clearly she's gone on with that today. Congratulations on what has been a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Brittany. It's been really good, and proud of my staff because this one's been a bit of a headache all the way through, and they've done an amazing job.
You said driven you to drink. I wouldn't have thought you needed an excuse. Now go celebrate.
Yeah, thanks.
There is Simon Miller. Over to Holly Watson.
Holly Watson is full of smiles at the moment. Why wouldn't she be, Holly? It's not an easy thing sometimes at Ascot. 3 back the fence. How did it all unfold for you?
Yeah, perfect today. Obviously, last start she was trying to eat some grass, so she missed the kick, and today she jumped away well and she was in a nice spot.
And she was leaders back early, and then Paul Harvey handed up on Never Sober, and all of a sudden you 3 back the fence.
Yeah, I wasn't too panicked about that because obviously we know she's got a good turn of foot, and I just needed to get those right runs at the right time.
Now at the top of the home straight, the leader, the grey, he rolls out, but as soon as Brad goes for him, he rolls back to the inside. How did you navigate a path?
Just sort of veered out. Tried to work my best way out there.
Might have to work on that one for the stewards' room.
Thanks, Scott.
What about Prospector's Pick? A thought on him?
Hopefully he pulls up all right. He was probably going a little bit hard on himself, and hopefully that race experience helps him for the next time.
What about yourself? How many more winners have we got with 1.5 kilos?
6.
6 more?
Yeah.
And how about the progression so far for you? You are riding with such confidence.
I've got a lot of people behind me that are supporting me and just backing me in all the time. Obviously Simon, he just helps me so much and puts me on these nice horses that obviously you just have to sit and steer.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks, Scott.
Is Holly Watson. We were just debating behind the scenes with Kelly and Mitch if it was 5 or 6, and indeed Holly confirms it's 6 to go, and you would think, Scott, that it won't take long at all before she loses that claim.
Well, it'll be a luxury for punters. It has been for such a long time backing Holly Watson with a claim, so 6 more winners, and then all of a sudden she'll be riding winners like Lactar Rumley is with no claim. So
Absolutely.
We see so many of these apprentices now, they outride their claim and then they continue on, and certainly with the support that she's getting from the stables that she rides for, why wouldn't she be successful?
Absolutely, that is right. Thanks for your company today on what has been Supremacy Stakes and Rock Magic Stakes Day. The boys will catch you from Geraldton tomorrow. It's good night from Ascot.
Who owns his boots beneath the bed where my own boots should be? And she says to me, well, you're drunk, you silver fool, still you cannot see. Those are lovely geranium pots me mother gave to me. Well, many the days I traveled 100 miles and more, but laces on geranium pots I never saw before. It's Friday night, and I'm as drunk could be. I saw a head inside the bed where my own head should be. So I called to me wife and I says to her, hey wife!
What do you want, you drunken shite?